Hi guys, we're going to show you some of the new features on this new ES, meaning end mill sharpener 320. This is a 320 CR or an R, which means it's got a radius attachment. All of the end mill grinding ops take place on this end. This is the radius end. On this machine it has these new adjustable timing chucks, which are cool. What this means is you get to load the tool. Sometimes you get a little bit of collet creep. When you tighten the tool, you might want to rotate in the collet chuck. With this guy, tighten that screw, tighten the collet in the collet chuck. Then to time your tool, you can loosen this collar and it pivots around like that. You put your collet chuck in this device like so. So I've got the one there now. And now I can rotate, there's a little light here. You can rotate the tool until the flutes are square with that half moon shape with the flat on that, because that tells you timing. I want to preserve my corner, so I'm going to actually be rotated a little bit, negative a little bit like that. You can do this by eye too, you don't need that thing. So, we are, I actually want to rotate that a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but you line up with these flats here. And the reason I'm rotating the tool like that is when I come over here, there's a face right here. When I grind the notch in the tool, I don't want it to take that corner off. So what I'm doing is I'm just rotating the tool to prevent that. You can adjust it yourself when you see it. Anyway, these are very handy because a lot of times when you chuck up a tool, there'll be some creep and it'll be hard to get the timing just the way you want. This allows you to micro adjust the timing. Very clever product. We like it a lot. Okay, we got this all lined up. Number one is the deep flutes going this way. So we're going to recut the end and we'll show you how it's done. Doesn't actually matter what sequence you do it in, but we're going to go gash, secondary, and then primary. So we'll do number one, which I've actually already done. Around to 3, the opposing flute. Now we're going to raise the shelf to do flutes 2 and 4. Because you don't want them to take out the center. Okay, pretty good. Ideally speaking, you want this timed, so when you do this operation, you're just taking that corner off because you're going to cut the primary down. If you don't do that, your geometry will be out of time, it'll look funny. Now we'll do secondary. Remember, it doesn't matter what sequence you do these in. You can always go back through and adjust. Beautiful. So flutes 1 and 3 cross the center. Flutes 2 and 4 don't take out flutes 1 and 3. You have a web in the center which does your center cutting. Now we'll do corner reds. So tip, if you want these chucks to work well, keep them clean. It's a very tight tolerance. Wipe these guys out. You want to make sure you keep your machine clean. These collet chucks are produced to a very accurate tolerance. If they're clean, they'll slide right in. If they're not clean, they won't. Now we're going to set up a corner radius. So you want to put the wheel on there that corresponds with the radius that you want. In this case, we are 0.5. 1.50 kilometers, it's close to 1/16. In any event, if you were setting this up at this time for a 1/2-inch tool, so what we're going to do, we're just going to put the tool into the shelf, and then we're going to basically adjust these guys until we get the radius we want. So we're you want to make sure you're holding the tool in. You don't want to overcut. You want to stay off the bottom and off the side. And once you're happy with the rad, then you're all set.